Hey friends, Shane here with the Modern Warrior Project, and today I want to share a quick hack with you on how you can cut through a 550 cord with nothing other than the 550 cord itself. Ideally, you always want to have a knife or some kind of other cutting device on you, but as we know, things don't always work out perfectly in the real world. For today's demonstration, I'm going to use a cord that we actually sell on our site. It's a 10 strand, so it's got your typical 5 or 7 strand 550 cord, but then we also have a fire aid, so a little wicked, if you would, a waxed cord. We have a yellow. The yellow one is a fishing line, and there's also a cotton cord in there as well. So it's just a little add-on to what you can throw in your survival pack. So to do this, pretty simple. The easiest way to do it is you can utilize your own feet. What we're going to do is you're going to wrap around one foot to create an anchor, and then wrap around the other foot so you've got a solid anchor to basically hold that 550 cord in place. Then I'm going to take the standing end of the 550 cord. I'm going to run it underneath. And so where I'm going to be cutting is right here in the center. And I'm just going to kind of basically saw back and forth. Until it cuts through. So the way that works is you're focusing all the heat from that friction of going back and forth into that single point across the channel there. Obviously, one thing to consider is you definitely want to make sure you have the longer you have to saw back and forth with, the better. One is it disperses the heat along a further traveling area, and two, it just gives you more room to work as well. Obviously, you're going to deteriorate some of the cord that you're using to saw, the quality somewhat. Ideally, I mean, I can't tell right here. As long as you're not using it for climbing or some kind of a life support device, then it shouldn't be an issue. And that's one way that you can quickly cut through some 550 cord without anything else. So as you saw when I told you how you want to make sure you have a longer cord, as you'll see in the following cutout or takeaway, that's why it's important. When I wrapped it the first take, I knew that it wasn't ideally long enough, but I also didn't want to reshoot, so I went ahead and tried to wing it, and you'll see the results. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow the friction of this running lengthwise on the cutting cord, which is our cutting cord, and this is where we're going to cut it at. And it's going to allow the heat to build up in the single location. We're going to have to redo that.